Hey, this is Andrew Brown from ExamPro, and we are looking at OpenTelemetry, initialized as OTEL, and is a collection of open source tools, APIs, SDKs to instrument, generate, collect, and export telemetry data. It standardizes the way telemetry data is collected, like metrics, logs, and traces. And it uses the wire protocol, which refers to a way of getting data from point to point, like SOAP, MQP. So the idea here is we have applications that are instrumented with the OTEL library that go to collector agents. So an agent that is on the host, and it's going to send it to the OETL collector service, which essentially are backends. And I mean, that's what it is. OpenTelemetry is a big deal because it could really change the way we collect information, and we're starting to see cloud service providers adopt it. So you have AWS CloudWatch, but like, why would you use that when you can use OpenTelemetry, which gives you a lot more richer data? So it kind of competes with services in some sense, but definitely is a really great tool to have. So let's talk about instrumentation. So instrumentation is the act of embedding a monitoring library into your existing application in order to capture monitoring data, such as metrics, traces, or logs. So I really like Ruby, so I grabbed the Ruby example, and the idea is that you'd have some kind of library, and you'd import that library, set some defaults, you'd run the configure, you'd create a tracer, because instrumentation's the idea behind it is you were creating traces, right? And traces and spans per se. So there you have your tracer. So you're going to have one trace that goes along a bunch of projects. And then in this application, it's going to create a span, because the span starts within an application. You pass it a variety of attributes like data that you want. And that's all there is to it. And the telemetry, OTEL or OpenTelemetry supports a variety of languages. So basically all your favorite languages. And for certain frameworks, there are plug-and-play libraries to quickly instrument your apps. So if you're using Spring, ASP.NET, Express, Quarkus, I assume that they're just kind of like built into the background. So you're not really doing instrumentation. You just say turn it on, and it just happens. I'd love it for Ruby on Rails. Maybe there's a third party for it. I don't know. And let's just talk about the collector for a moment. So OpenTelemetry collector is an agent installed on the target machine, or is a dedicated server, and is vendor agnostic way to receive, process, and export telemetry data. It removes the need to run, operate, maintain multiple agent collectors, and this works with improved scalability and support with open source observability data formats like Jaeger. Again, I think it's Jaeger, not like Jagger, but Jagger sounds cool too. Prometheus, FluentBit, sending to one or more open source or commercial backends. The local collector agent is the default location to which instrumentation libraries export their telemetry data. And so here they're just kind of representing what we said. So you have OLTP, Jagger, Prometheus, and that's going to receivers. And you can see that it's adjusting on both sides here, just as an example, right to that. But this is all what's inside of the OTEL collector. Okay, so that's all I want you to know for OpenTelemetry. They don't really say much on the exam, or if any, but it is a really important project to know, okay?